In fact, I would say that it is one of the milestones which the port will see in a long time, because it's going to be a relationship for 30 years. The concessionaire will start working from today, and the port manpower will be used elsewhere. So it is a kind of a win-win situation for the concessionaire as well as the port, because we'll be able to use the manpower elsewhere, because the manpower is getting depleted day by day. So we'll be able to use them optimally. And the port will see bigger investments. So they will be investing around 140 crore for the development of both these berths. And they will try to increase the business of the port, whereby the port also will benefit by an increased revenue.
Sir, there was news that the berth number 10 and 11 will be having container operations as well. So anything on that? Any incentives worked out for the operators or anything from the port side?
Yeah, the concessionaire now has a free hand in determining the SOR, the scale of rates, which he will offer to the exporters and importers. So we already had a couple of meetings with the pharma sector and the non-pharma sector about starting the container operations. We are also in touch with the certain feeder operations for feeder vessels here at least once a week, twice a week. So we are examining all these, and I'm sure that the Delta Ports will now continue the discussions, and they will start the container operations maybe within 2-3 months.
So what is the system of the port and the when we are giving the port for privatization, how does the port benefit? What is the revenue model? Anything on that?
As I said earlier, the port is benefiting by way of investment. It was difficult for the port to invest 140 crore suddenly because of the financial situation. But today you can see two HMCs of state-of-the-art HMCs, I would say, which will work on electricity, and remote control 2 cranes, Liebherr-made cranes of 130-ton capacity coming to the port. It's a huge investment. And they are going to invest in the warehouses also, so the equipments also. I'm told they are going to invest in autonomous vehicles. So this is a kind of a very big thing for a port, whereby we see investment, and we can use, as I said earlier, the manpower we can use elsewhere optimally.
So any other projects in the mind for the port, like the cruise terminal, what is the status of the cruise terminal?
The cruise terminal, the 2 buildings, that is the domestic and international, the operation buildings, they are in the final stages, and we hope that it can be made partly operational by June. But then the cruise season will start by August, September. So we hope to use these buildings during the next season. And we are also submitting separate proposals for redevelopment of berth number 9. The port plans to develop it. So we have already appointed a consultant for development of berth number 9. Another consultant for the Vasco project. So these consultants are working, because we'll have to submit the detailed report to Department of Environment and Forest for the final clearance.
As the next generation is coming forward, what mainly we are looking for is to implementing maximum amount of technologies, wherein on international standards we are also working on a project with the World Economic Forum to implement autonomous movement of vehicle over here in this port, and try to make it as green as possible. The cranes which we have implemented here is also a hybrid crane, and we will be using mostly electric on the entire phase. One of the benefits we have over here is that the chairman is also very supportive and in the green initiative, and we would like to implement this and try to be the greenest port in India, and use the maximum number of technologies as well, and try to increase the efficiency of the port by developing the warehousing, the fertilizer bagging, and all these sort of facilities. We will be able to increase this the number of cargo what is being handled here. Hopefully, inshallah, in the next coming 2 to 3 years, we should cross the numbers what Goa has ever reached, and we want to implement also conveyor systems and for the purpose of fertilizers, and also bring more cargoes which are being diverted from here, especially as the chairman mentioned, the containers which are being exported are going all the way from here to JNPT, which we will be handling it from here, because we will also save a lot on carbon footprint, and we would like to benefit the local industries over here, since from past couple of years there is no containers being handled. Since the introduction of the cranes as well over here, we have the facilities, and we would like to make sure that more and more industries come to Goa and benefits the local in job creation and also help them to create more industries over here.
Aiming at efficiency, productivity, and a clean port. We want to have latest technologies and keep the port clean, not disturb any of the locals here, and do efficient work through this port. The main cargoes we are aiming is at fertilizer, which bound for Maharashtra, Karnataka, and Goa, which is coming all the way from Kandla and all. We want to divert that cargo here and give facilities for the fertilizer handling. Then one more thing is our containers is going all the way from here to JMPT, which we want to divert to this port, where there will be a lot of carbon emission which will be arrested, and we'll give all the facility for the container. We have got the spreader with the cranes, and we want to do a very good efficient handling of the container also from here.
From 2 decades we are working here, and we got a dream through that we are operating a terminal today. Besides that, we are looking for a green and green cargo. Such we are already have few meetings with the port as well as the shareholders for containers with seafoods and pharmaceuticals, and we are looking positive response from containers. We are, and everyone is jobless here for containers from long. Transport is not moving, and this is a vision of our CM also to start container services. So we are starting it positively within 3 months. Besides that, we are looking for other cargoes like wheat also. We are trying to do it import and then to the coastal inlands. Beside other cargoes are to the port, which is already clarified, such as iron ore, gypsum, limestone, and a new cargo recently has been started, wood chips. That also we are targeting. We are trying to give more employment to the locals as well as the Goans to promote these organizations.